West to the death of me. Some of the coldest young niggas you will ever see. The streets they get treated like celebrities. Separate from the fake like they got literacy. You wanna raise some real niggas, that's the recipe. Turning boys into men is the specialty. My niggas heavy in the game like the referee. Y'all niggas talk loud, but you ain't impressing me. And it's the home of the truth too. We so plugged in, we don't need Bluetooth. The general still raising up new troops. Might let a devil bow down and kiss my new boots. We got that warrior spirit, y'all niggas too cute. Your pastor took your time to win and bought a new suit. Then he went and bought a new coupe. Niggas start their own group like it's a new truth. You niggas fruity and sweet like Fruit Loops. I'm a killer, I don't murder, but I can shoot. We must protect the compound. Where I'm from, they fell in love with the gun sounds. Getting this body for real niggas is wild. 3 of my brothers died in the hands of gun violence. Looking in the casket like damn, not again. At the funeral, knowing it could have been one of his friends. Could have been by some ears, could have been by some hoes. A couple bullet holes got them singing end of the road. Teaching niggas to code, they don't understand loyalty. And I'm a king, you don't understand royalty. You want some more of me? Here it is, come get it. Dumb lyrics, I'm really just having fun with it. Burn by the line, let the bodies hit the flow. Lost tribes got the game in the figure fold. Letting niggas know the revolution televised. This ain't a song, I'm just ripping it for exercise. See, I can hear any fight with a throat strike. Still giving all praise to the Most High. Slaying all them demons on God. Niggas out here acting like bras. They don't want no smoke with the squad. YAHANNA shit, YAHANNA shit. Slaying all them demons on God. Niggas out here acting like bras. They don't want no smoke with the squad. YAHANNA shit, YAHANNA shit. Put that fake shit, put that fake shit. It's the whole line, truth harder than the pavement. Niggas losing their integrity just to get paid quick. We some real niggas straight from the bottom in the basement. We gon' work with drug users, but you just ain't say shit. But now it's time to speak up and free our people who say yeah. These crackers got us in their clutches, that's modern day slavery. It's a war, you can't win it when you high as planes, man. Some niggas stable as water, some niggas can follow orders, some niggas don't know they niggas. My niggas across the border, they build walls and the borders, but nothing gon' stop the war, cause we building up an army with soldiers in every quarter. From Canada down to Florida, the London, we on the corners, calling white people devils, no apologies in order. We just prepare and slaughter for all these sons and their daughters who taught us to hate our fathers and brothers, nothing but horrors, slaying nothing but demons. Until the Lord come redeem us, battling Sadducees just like Jesus with Nicodemus. We believe that we're free, but we really don't know what free is. I promise you, until my seed receive the kingdom, I'm slaying all these demons on God. Niggas out here acting like bras. They don't want to smoke with the squad. YAHANNA shit, YAHANNA shit. Slaying all these demons on God. Niggas out here acting like bras. They don't want no smoke with the squad. YAHANNA shit, YAHANNA shit. YAHANNA shit, YAHANNA shit.
Yeah. So 2 classes in the same day. So 30 minutes. So short enough to hour class or 12 class. And I used to like I used to love. I mean, I love organized class when he was young.
When y'all leaving from Cincinnati?
Friday, 5 o'clock in the morning. I got my hat down.
Spent 24 hours, I need 4 hours with you. Spent the
That is not I.S.U.P.K music, so
Y'all gonna miss the whole look.
That's crazy. That's what they want. So it takes time to get there. So we probably
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal of Michigan, most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Legs to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like. I'm from the airport. There's no one that can match me. No one really ain't sure why they thinking this ain't for the band. Peter, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't no like heavy rotation. Greedy
radio stations. I just pray to all give me babies, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name was invaded. Shitting on these rappers, none of my occupation. You come in with your best, let's break balls. Already told you I got the juice like a Renthal. Already know what I'm about to do, Benjamin Ball. Everyone know that we got the truth while your men balls. So balls, overtaking our enemies. Move calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated and bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah. That's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them fuck niggas while they procreate. Why they overhate when their time is over, the moment late. Let it correlate to they heart racing and overtake. Power perpetrate like they little movements perspective. Talking intellectual, all of it unacceptable. Fact. There's no one like my own air clause. There's no one that can match it. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat the children. The congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want the fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't I.S.U.P.K. Ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders to the faith. I got no problem on the ears with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over here with you. Rather be a house boy. Rather run with the field. Nigga, show them to put it work. Move out and crush hills. Nigga, take it in so breathe life and make it live. Nigga, no affiliation, so it's no one to give here with us. Took the Lord's laws. And just added it with me, nigga. Ain't for the body, cause you know that killer hit quicker with these bars. I'm on my Chris, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit blue. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss French. Don't compare Dennis, you DK. We been to war, shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us. Get this stupid like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a bill. I'm bad different. I stood front line with them bills. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a cow when I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. We take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gonna say. Shit, we make profits off the shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. These niggas switch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks lay. We switch sides, I'd rather switch cage. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hand hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring a army with you. No affiliation when you see us, make a difference with us. No affiliation when you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation, so no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring a army with you.
I can do it like one of them. I want to do at least. I don't want to do it 50. I have
Need to read that nigga some scriptures. Read him a few scriptures, go to swine, nigga. They ain't gonna know it's not clean. Yeah. Why? No Christians allowed. No Christians allowed. Hey, I be sipping on my sorrow. Fuck on me today, but I keep focused on tomorrow. Ain't no man and I can borrow. I was ready to be till I never feel my sorrow. Try to run me for my check, nigga. And I break them laws, you know that's stabbing, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? Hey, fucking way, I can shoot your last nigga. I'm sitting Philly of the beast. I have all about my butter against the jelly with the wheat. Niggas know it ain't sweet, no. Like a piece of rope, you can feel the heat, though. Young dually dad of cars need a ski, though. I'm sliding on them cold as a Minnesota winter. I survive it on them like the Eskimos. Yes, you know the natives be the brothers. Shout out to the Haitians, we above them. We got be that nation, motherfucker. Every time I got them on, I got them hating, motherfucker. I don't put no products on. That's that devil wear. Every time you see me with that metal,
boys have a clip, strong like electric chair. Niggas feeling fire, niggas getting shot when I talk what they desire. And everything was prior, the prophecy is coming out. The niggas get to running when the trumpets get to drumming out. Wow, I be sipping on my car. I'm gonna be a day, but I keep on shooting tomorrow. Ain't no man that can borrow. I'm straight I.S.U.P.K. and certain girls for my sorrow. Try to run me from my check, nigga. And I break them laws, you know that's never, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? Fucking with the prophets, you get less, nigga. Just trying to do what a motherfucking prophet do. Why you trying to stop it, do? If this is never true, would I die for my life? Hell nah, I never do. I'ma die for the truth. This is what I'm telling you. Hoping that your mind will improve what they telling you. Hoping you ain't buying all the lies they been selling you. Never do. Motherfucking faggot shit they never do. They been trying to come like the revenue. We on the grind trying to help these Jews find they mind. They do like Jews, but we still gon' shine. Our brothers all locked up. All they doing is dying. I can't wait till the devil gotta pay for his crime. I be sipping on my car. I'm gonna be a day, but I keep up with you tomorrow. Ain't no man that can borrow. I'm straight I.S.U.P.K. and certain devils for my sorrow. Try to rob me from my check, nigga. Then I break them laws, you know that's death, nigga. What if the Lord took you out your flesh, nigga? Fucking with the prophets, you get less, nigga.
After homework, I did that test. You know, I'm on the bus, I'm looking at it, trying to write it down, I'm typing in my phone, anything. And, you know, it gave me a lot of motivation. Each time I failed, it gave me more and more motivation.
The hardest thing for me was all in my song. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Nigga turn the one of them police. Only understand that I'm only in pray. But why Jesus been saving me? Get him away from me. You know what to say. So many niggas hate me. Get him away from me. Don't need all in my song. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Always sip on my own. Don't need all in my song. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all of my song. Spend so much time alone. While I ride around with my crown. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all of my song. Spend so much time alone. While I ride around with my crown. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool side, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Cool hanging out the pool, nigga. Cause I ain't starting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't wrong. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you ball, they be waiting on it. Bullshit, get free from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it, it's bank account empty. Perfect recipe to print a lot of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Come up every girl if you ain't spitting like you. Nigga never let it put a nigga be you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you flip along, never flex that shit. Told my son when you get money, never turn it to a bubble. Flip it over to the best that shit. Keep a lot of game, try to put that's my key. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Gotta hit us with the business back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. On the pride trap with my crown. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While I'm riding around with my clothes. Always sip on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While I'm riding around with my clothes. So we good to go?
Go.
All right, clap it up, man. All right, hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat, Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat, all the sisters, man. This is the I.S.U.P.K. out of 125th Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. All right, man. We got a banging event coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody in that Cleveland area, the Midwest, we taking Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? If you can be in the building, man, show up to that Midwest event. Go check out our GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? It's on the I.S.U.P.K. pages, Minneapolis page. You can go check it out and support us. You know what I'm saying? We trying to raise, I believe it's $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to support anything, $5, $10, $1, it don't even matter. Whatever you want to send in to support, go ahead. But we're going down there. We're doing having camp. We're going to do a banging election down there to officially take ground. And I.S.U.P.K. going to be officially in Cleveland. All right. So support that. Also, pay your tithes. 10% of any increase in earning that you receive, send it to the priests and prophets of the Most High. All right. Send it in. Go to ISUPK.com and hit that donate button, man. We go all the way through the earth. We go all throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying? Doing this work. You know what I'm saying? We feed, we house them, brothers and sisters. We clothe them, brothers and sisters, man. We doing it all. We really doing this work throughout the earth, man. So support this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because we on the front line, you know what I'm saying? Counseling brothers and sisters. Oh, so I could put my phone on there. I thought I just did. All right, yeah. So we really doing this work, man. You know what I'm saying? We love black people. And it's for all the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. All right, that's what we're doing it for. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Share everything, man. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and share it on all social medias. You never know who might need to hear this truth. You know what I'm saying? So share it. All right. Push this truth. All right. So also, if you have any questions, type them in. You can go on. We're on Facebook and YouTube right now. I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis. Go on Facebook and YouTube. Type your questions in. We'll try to get to them today if we can. You know what I mean? So any questions, comments, concerns, anything, man, just type them all in. All right. All right. So no question in the room. If not, we'll just go ahead and we'll get to it. We're gonna see. Know this Bible so well. I got a few questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a very necessary topic. You know what I mean? Because this is the law class / scripture breakdown. And the law is so vitally important, you know what I'm saying, to us getting up out of this hell. You know what I'm saying? We must keep the law, statutes, and commandments to get out of the situation that we're in. We got to do it. It's a must that we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? That's the only way we're going to get out of this hell. Coming together in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way it's going to happen. We all had this book. Our grandparents had this Bible sitting on their nightstand, all that, and they never did nothing for it because we was taught lies. But now that this truth has been released through the earth, you know what I'm saying? It's undeniable truth. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in this club, get in these classes and learn, man. And you got to try something different. All your life you've been doing the same thing. Your mother has been on drugs. Your father has been on drugs. Your whole family has been gang banging, hustling. That stuff has already been tried. We got to try something different. And that's truly serving the Most High, finding out who Christ really is, a black man, you know what I'm saying? A black man with woolly hair look just like me and you. All right, we got to get back to that and understand so we can properly serve the Most High right. You know what I'm saying? So we can get out of this hell. All right. So with that, we're going to, the topic today, when you hear the word slothful, you know what that word is? You know what that means to be slothful? Go ahead.
Slothful, like being lazy.
Being lazy, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Being lazy, The word is named after an animal, a sloth. If you ever, seen a sloth, it's just like no care to where move real slow, ain't trying to get nowhere quick. You know what I'm saying? Just, real, look up the sloth, you can find out why that word is synonymous with being lazy. It's the same thing. But that is we like I said, we keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. And one of them is to not be lazy, to not be slothful. Okay? That kind of thing will keep us from getting the increase that we need to have in this truth in order to move forward. While we'll continue to be running in place, and not moving forward because brothers don't want to put in the proper amount of work that it takes to move forward. But when I say brothers, that's synonymous with sisters. Brothers and sisters, you got your ribs who think the only thing they good for is laying on their back. You in for a rude awakening. You have to be diligent. You have to put in some work. You have to make yourself, useful. You got to be have some virtue. Okay, have some things that you can do to contribute to this truth, to help brothers and sisters all throughout this earth. All right, and so we're gonna get into it. Now we're gonna get into a few scriptures, man, just to see what the Most High feels about this lazy, slothful spirit, man. It's a disgusting spirit, and it needs to be, you need to get out the demon that's on you. You're dealing with that laziness demon, that slothful spirit. It's a disgusting demon that you need to get up off you, man. In the UPK, we got our motto is no cowards, no excuses. And you will come to find out that people who are slothful, who are lazy, are full of excuses. Full of excuses, man. And it's absolutely disgusting. And we're gonna see what the Lord has to say about that, because in the scriptures, especially in Proverbs, and we're gonna get a lot of scriptures in Proverbs today, but it's a cause and effect you'll find out between hard working, which is the opposite of being lazy, being slothful. Hard working and reward, the cause and effect. Hard working, the effect is getting rewarded, being rewarded, being prosperous. Okay, the opposite of that is being lazy. All right, being lazy, and laziness brings you to having nothing, poverty, ruin. Look up that word ruin real quick. You got ruin, R-I-N. Look up the word ruin. That's what being lazy brings you to. Okay, and we really, 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 man, I'm talking about, it's vitally important to get that out, because you can have the blueprint laid right in front of you on how to get out of like I said, the Bible got it. They put the priests and prophets in front of you so you can learn and how to move properly through earth, how to put yourself in better situations to win, to be successful. Spiritually, emotionally, physically, in every way. But if you don't, if you're too lazy to get up and do the things that of the counsel that you receive from the man above you, you're going to be stuck in the same position you've been in your whole life, just comfortable. You ain't living in a shelter no more. You got your little crib, and now you just comfortable. You don't think you need nothing else. You comfortable with mediocrity. You comfortable with the crumbs, the crumbs that falls off the master's plate. All right, go ahead. You got that?
Yeah, go ahead. Merriam-Webster Dictionary. The word ruin, a state of complete destruction.
A what?
A state of complete destruction.
A state of complete destruction is what laziness brings you. Is to have you in that state of complete destruction, man. Keep going.
A state of being ruined. The remaining pieces of something that was destroyed.
Read that again.
The remaining pieces of something that was destroyed.
The remaining pieces of something that was destroyed, man. Go ahead.
The state of having lost money, social status, etc.
It's all right. But that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? That's enough. If you need more than that, the state of being destroyed, the state of the destruction, devastation, that's what laziness brings And if you start go look at, synonyms to that, you will see that those things are, intertwined, being lazy and having nothing, and poverty. And we're gonna get into some scriptures, man, to show you what the Lord, has to, say about these things. All right. Let's grab, we're gonna go to Colossians 3:17 real quick. All right. Because when, because we have orders in here. The orders has already came down that brothers are supposed to do this. You trying to be in the truth, you trying to be an officer and a trooper, and you trying to come up and do your thing. It's things that you're supposed to have. It's things that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, one of the rules, we got, brothers are supposed to make sure they got cell phones and have your licenses and have, things in order so you can be able to you can do this work. So you won't have limitations to how you can help brothers and sisters throughout the earth. All right? Let's get it.
So 3:17.
Yeah.
Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord YAHANNA, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
Giving thanks to who?
Yahweh and the Father by him.
Right. So if you don't know, when the brothers say Yahweh Shai, but people don't know, that's the proper name for Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai Mashiach is how you say Jesus Christ in the Hebrew. All right, read that one more time, though, brother.
Okay. Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do.
And whatsoever you do.
In word or deed.
In word or deed. So the things that you say, all right, you might be, teaching, talking to somebody, and whatever you do, whether it's word, talking to somebody, or helping somebody out, doing something. You know what I'm saying? Following an order. You get an order to take care of something. Whatever you're doing, keep going.
Do all in the name of the Lord, YAHANNA, giving thanks to Yahweh.
Right, giving thanks. Do all of it in the name of Yahweh. Giving thanks to the Most High that you are in a position to where you can even do these things. There's somebody trusting you to be able to help, that the Lord put you in a position to be able to help somebody, to be able to teach somebody something. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that, we all have done things in our past that was worthy of death. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High showed us mercy, and we have been able to, gain skills and knowledge and things like that we can give to somebody else to pull up another young brother or another sister by the things that we do or the things that we say. All right? Drop down to 22.
Verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your master, according to the flesh.
Read that again.
Servants, obey in all things your master, according to the flesh.
Right. So obey, what I'm saying? Sir, we serve, that's what we do. We are servants of the Most High, and we serve the men that are over us. You know what I'm saying? We get an order might come down for you to do this and do that. You obey, and you obey what it says, servants, obey in all things. The man that's over you, the man that you serve under, according to the flesh. Keep going.
Not with eye service.
Not with what?
Eye service.
Not with eye service. What does that mean? Not with eye service. Keep going, read that next part. Not with eye service. And what?
As man pleasers.
What is that saying? What does you think that's saying? Obey your master in all things according to the flesh, not with eye service as man pleasers.
So I'll say two things, like scriptural, having respect for persons, being yes man.
Being yes man, that's on it. You know what I mean? But being with eye service and man pleasing. Go ahead.
When I guess Slocky say when not with eye service, it's like it makes me think of like rolling the eyes and stuff like that, or
no, not rolling of the eyes. Go ahead, one more time. Give him a hand. That's more. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about, brothers. You just doing things to be seen of men. You know what I'm saying? Just doing it because somebody to see you do it. You ain't doing it just to please the Most High.
Yeah.
You doing it because you want everybody to see you doing it. You doing it to get glory from man instead of being satisfied with just getting glory from the Most High.
So it's like, if I may, like for example, these entertainers, you know, once they see the camera on, they like, oh man, you mind if I help you with this badge real quick?
Right,
you know,
right.
Anything like that, just for attention.
Any attention thing, like you just doing it just to be, you know what I'm saying, just because you want some credit from man, you want glory from man. All right, you ain't doing things. Keep going. Let's see. Keep going. It is going to explain a little bit more.
But in singleness of heart.
But in what?
Singleness of heart. Fearing God.
Fearing God. Like when you doing things just to get pleased, just to get some clout from man, just to be man pleasers, just to get a pat on the back from a man. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing things to look good in front of your girlfriends or whatever. It ain't really sincere. That's what that means from when it talks about what's that word they use? Singleness of heart. To be like just it didn't come from the heart. It wasn't sincere what you doing. If nobody was there around you to see you doing it, you probably wouldn't have did it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say on my bad. Yeah, it wasn't sincere. It wasn't genuine.
It wasn't genuine. That's the perfect word for it. It wasn't genuine. It wasn't real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was fake. What they call it, you being a fake nice guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the term like you hear a lot. Fake nice guy. You know, like if a sister sitting at the bar in the club, or sitting at the bar and the brother, you know, she got a drink in her hand. The brother sees the drink, but he comes and asks, "Hey, can I get you a drink?" Like you being the face nice guy, you see she already got a drink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you know, like a fake nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But little things like that. But man, it's very important, man, not to try to be man pleasers and doing things for our service, man. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because nobody sees you. Have some integrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your brother walking in front of you, he drops $100, but nobody sees it but you. Would you know what I'm saying? The man pleaser is the one, you know, if nobody sees it, gonna pick it up and put it in his pocket. But because some people around are seeing you do it, you know what I'm saying, you want to try to, you know, hey brother, here you go, you know what I mean? Like, but really, that ain't who you are.
Right.
It's just because you were seen, somebody saw you do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't do that because that wasn't a genuine thing. Like, I don't care about, you know, somebody seeing me or not. Like, it just, hey, it was a time I was like, well, I understand that person. Like, you know, when you in poverty and want to need of all things, what we talking about? Hey, the dude he was slipping. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said. Oh, he was slipping. It's mine now. You know what I'm saying? Brother, gonna thank the Lord for it. Hey, thank you. know, like it was the Lord who did it for you. Oh, man, hey man, this brother dropped $100 on the bus. The Lord was with me today. You know what I'm saying? You thanking the Lord, you know what I'm saying, for evil. You know what I'm saying? That's evil to do. That could have been that brother's last $100. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could have, you know, made a kid get to eat today. You know what I'm saying? Or made somebody not get beat up or robbed today. Who knows what that small gesture could have done for somebody. But just don't be man, please. All right? Keep going on that.
Verse 23. And whatsoever ye do it heartily.
Do it what?
Heartily.
As
to the Lord.
As to who?
As to the Lord.
As to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's how whatever you do, you know, do it as if you're doing it for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You get these orders come down, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, even for us women, you know, our ribs, you know, you're supposed to submit yourself to your husband as unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Your husband tell you to do something, do it as if the Lord told you to do it. You know what I'm saying? You get an order from your camp leaders, or you get an order down from the generals or the captain, anybody. You do it as if the Lord told you to do it, and be happy, wholehearted. Be happy that you're in a position to be able to help, to put some work in. Because there's some brother that can't put no work in, because they dead in the ground somewhere probably. You know what I'm saying? They strung out on dope somewhere. They ain't good for nobody. They ain't good for nothing. But you have an opportunity to do some work for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think that the Most High is dealing with Commander General YAHANNA and I.S.U.P.K, you are outside your mind, man. If you don't see all these brothers and sisters who then, went from killing, good drug dealing and gang banging to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and serving the Most High and raising families and children. You know what I'm saying? Seeing these amazing sisters going from being strippers and whores and prostitutes are coming in. You don't understand how the Lord is working with Commander General YAHANNA, man. Because I know damn well if it wasn't for this truth, well, who knows? Well, I don't know why I'd be. You know what I'm saying? Or how many people I would have hurt, how many families I would have ruined if it wasn't for Commander General YAHANNA keeping this truth and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments and teaching and raising our brothers and you know what I'm saying? It's just it's like the domino effect. Like somebody, that first domino was pushed, and I was in that line to get some of that, man. Just like a lot of my brothers and sisters. But it didn't come from him because he was slothful, because he was lazy. It's because he wanted to put work in. You know what I'm saying? Doing this work, putting this work in is like one of the greatest things you can do. It's like one of the greatest testaments to your faith. What's the precept to that? Who knows a precept to that? Matter of fact, doing this work is one of the greatest testaments to your faith. Putting in work. Ooh, anybody know a precept to that? Even if somebody online, what's that precept? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about right now. But just like read my mind. Like, read my mind. What's that one? It just popped about what I said. You know what I'm saying? It's a great testament, to your faith, man. The work, the amount of work, and how wholehearted, how diligently you put this work in, man. You got it? Let me see if somebody got it on Facebook.
It's like, is it James?
Forget it. That's what it is.
All right. James 2:14. What would it profit, my brother? Thou man say he hath faith and have not works. Can faith save him?
I like to give him a hand. I like that one too. Because that, you know what I'm saying? I like that one too. The one I was thinking, faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? That's the same one. It sounds like it's right along the line. But read yours again, what it said. I like that one.
James 2:14. What doeth it profit, my brother? Thou a man say he hath faith and have not works.
How is that going to profit you talking about you have faith, but you ain't putting in no work? You can't do the simplest things, the simplest orders, but you got faith though. You supposed to be raising yourself up for somebody else to be able to depend on you. You trying to be, what it means to be an officer of 1,000, to be an officer of 50. That means you are in a position to where you can help that many people. That means you are in a position to where that's the type of man that you are. You able to help that many people. You able to be responsible for that many people. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to understand the spirit of this thing, man. Can you really guide somebody's life? Can you really help somebody? You know what I'm saying? Come out of a terrible situation, give them the proper advice to keep them from jumping off the edge, going over the edge. You want to be married to a priest and prophet of the Most High, but you ain't ready to endure and put the work in that it takes to be with a man like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up like a lot. They don't be willing to give up the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to give up the weed. You got to be willing to, you know what I'm saying? Get away from your old man, your old woman. Go ahead.
I found it great. You mind if I read from 14 to 16 to skip to 26?
What you got?
Done. James 2:14 one time. What doeth it profit, my brother, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? Verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, verse 16. And one of you say unto them, depart in peace, and be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, but do it profit.
Right. That's like the Christian church. Whenever you go to them, tell them you need something, the pastor tell you to pay tithe. But you come see the pastor about some food or needs, he can tell you to pray to the Lord. He tell you to go talk to Jesus about it. Go ahead.
Last, actually, verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
Read that last part again.
For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also.
Good night. Give him a hand. That was perfect. Faith without works is dead, man. You talking about you got faith, but you ain't putting in no work. You ain't helping nobody. People who got a lot of nerve to try to open up their mouth against the I.S.U.P.K. But we actually out here putting in this work, going all through the earth, all over the earth, really helping people. Really, you know, what can I say, you know, tend to my sheep. We really doing it, man. Yeah. We take this thing very seriously, man. It's not a game. We put our lives on the line because we love brothers. We could have just kept this to ourselves, caught the truth, got the truth, and just kept it to ourselves. Stayed in the crib. No, but we get out there on them streets, put our lives on the line to wake one person up, to plant a seed in this person, to drop a jewel on this person. Because we care about our people that much, man. We ready to get out of this hell that we in that much. All right? It's very serious, man. Let's get is that it on number 23? All right, grab Ecclesiastes 9 and 10 real quick. You got to put in the work, man. You cannot be lazy and slothful. You cannot do it. It's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy your family. It's going to keep you poor and destitute and want in need of all things. And this is thus says the Lord. These ain't my words. This ain't something. This is all in these scriptures, man. We're going to get it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do,
whatsoever thy hand findeth to do,
do it with thy might.
Do it with thy might.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whether ye goest.
Look, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. This is thus says the Lord. These are not my words, man. This is just because I'm tired of being in hell. And the only way that I'm going to be able to get out of this hell if I empower my brothers and sisters to get out of hell. And so I got to do this thing with all my might, and I got to empower them to do it with all their might. So everything, every piece of thing that I get, every knowledge, all the information I have to be great, to be amazing, to get better, to make my people have a little bit more. You know what I mean? You got what they call it, pay it forward. I think that's a phrase that people use. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got to do it with all your might, man. Ain't no half step. You got to put everything you got into it. Read that again.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do.
Do it with thy might.
Do it with thy might.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave.
In the what?
In the grave.
There's no knowledge, no work in the grave, man. Once you go, you can't put in no work. Talking about when you got faith, I believe in the Most High. But once you're in the grave, you don't got no more time to put in no work to show the Most High that you actually do believe in it. Keep going.
Where thou goest.
Where thou goest. We all going to go there. You know what I'm saying? We all going to go there, man. But it's about you putting in the work. I understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you go back to, if you go up to verse 1 in this same chapter, right? You know, it talks about how, you know, it's tough to put in that type of work when you seeing these wicked people all around you. You know what I'm saying? You seeing the drug dealers riding their nice shiny car. You know what I'm saying? The drug dealers got their nice shiny car. They ain't went to jail yet. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealer might have took your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Now you jealous. You see the white man doing all type of evil. I mean, the oppressors. Salaki, you see the oppressor doing all manner of evil, got all the money in the earth, all the skyscrapers, you know, you like, man, what does it profit me to serve the Most High? Everybody who got the money look like, seem like the wicked got all the money. Like, you know, the word like say, you know, not the nice guys finish last, you know what I mean? No, man, let's get it. Let's grab, let's go up to verse 1 real quick. Let's see something.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 1. For all this I consider in my heart, even to declare all this, that the righteous and the wise and their works are in the hand of God. No man knoweth either love or hatred by all that is before them.
Keep going.
Verse 2. All things come alike to all. There is one event to the righteous and to the wicked.
Right. One event to the righteous, and we just were. So we're going backwards. Because we just said, like, you know where we going. Everybody gonna die, going to the grave. Everybody got that same thing, whether you righteous or wicked. We all, you're gonna die. Keep going.
Okay. To the good and to the clean and to the unclean. To him that sacrificeth and to him that sacrifices not. As is the good, so is the sinner. And he that sweareth, as he that feareth an oath.
Right. So that horrible thing that's gonna happen, like you said, in 10, when it said you're gonna go to the grave, you're gonna be there eventually, that horrible thing. But check it out though. So go to Psalms real quick. Let's hold that. You can go hold that. Let's go to Psalms. That was 2, verse 2, chapter 9. Ecclesiastes verse 2 and 9. Let's go to Psalms real fast. Check something out real quick. Psalm 73. Psalm 73 and boom, boom. Let's get it real quick. 73. I told you the whole. Okay, here we go. 73 and 2.
Okay. Psalm chapter 73, verse 2. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well not slipped.
Let's read it again.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well not slipped.
My steps had well nigh slipped. Like, so you damn near slipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you almost slipped. Let's see what they talking about though.
Verse
they said
3.
my feet was all, you know what I'm saying? But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had almost slipped. Like I just said, you know, when people slipping, you know, a lot of time they call it, the Christians call it backsliding or something. You know, you all keep going.
Verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish.
What?
Envious at the foolish. When I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
See, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to put in work sometimes and stay on this straight path and serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? When you see the wicked prospering so much. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to keep that focus, to not be, you know, it makes you, you know, not want to get up and push because you feel like, you know, you're thinking like this, man, what is this going to profit me to get up and do these things? But you don't understand what the Most High, the will of you don't understand the will of the Most High. You don't understand what the Lord has planned for you. Okay, but we're gonna keep getting in the scriptures though. So drop that. Hold it. You don't gotta hold it. Let's drop down to verse 12.
Okay. Verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verse 13. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain.
Right, like I'm doing this for nothing, like we just said. I cleansed my heart in vain. I stopped sinning, I stopped smoking, I stopped selling all that dope. I did that all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what the demon start telling you once you come into this truth. I cleansed my heart in vain. And what did I stop selling dope for? What did I stop having sex with all these hoes for? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 13. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocence.
Right. So you
innocency.
Yeah, it's like innocence. You know what I'm saying? Means like being guiltless, being washed of any immoral things. Being, you know what I'm saying? You wash your hands of any, you know what I mean? Like I said, come into the truth. How you gotta clean yourself, become brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, clearly what he said first?
Clearly I have cleansed my heart in vain.
I cleansed my heart in vain. For nothing. Go ahead.
In other words, blood of your hands.
Huh?
I mean, in other words, clean the blood off your hands.
Right. I did it for no reason.
How was he spoke about in the 35th chapter?
He said, I cleanse my hands for nothing. I stopped sinning for nothing.
Right,
I don't got nothing. I'm still broke, starving. I'm just not gang banging no more. You know what I'm saying? That's how the demons get to talking to you in your mind. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 14. For all the day long I have been plagued and chastened every morning. Verse 15. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. Verse 16.
Did I miss my? Hold on, I think let me see. I might have missed where I wanted you to go. Let me make sure. Hold that real quick. Make sure I ain't skip my spot. Boom, boom. No, that's it. We gotta keep going. Keep going.
Verse 16. And when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of God.
There you go. That's I thought I missed it. So you just read that again. That 16.
16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me.
Right. So you thinking all like this, you thinking, now I cleanse my hands in vain. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through all these plays, I'm going through all this hell. You know what I'm saying? This is when I'm thinking like this, it was too painful for me. Keep going. Until when?
Until I went into the sanctuary of God.
Until I did what?
Went into the sanctuary of God.
Until I came into this truth. Keep going.
Then understood I therein.
Right, then understood I therein. So why I'm in this truth? I understood. Like I'm looking at all these heathens, wondering why I'm going through this hell. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that I did all this for nothing. I'm just still, like I said, I stopped the game bang, but I'm still broke and starving. You know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in poverty. When is the Most High going to do something for me? When is we going to be done with this? Keep going.
Verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in a slippery place.
He did what?
Did set them in slippery places. Those casted them down into destruction. Thou casted them down into destruction.
You cast them down into destruction. That's why, just because, you know what I'm saying, you see them, you see the white man, the oppressor, eating good, living in they heaven right now. I know you see all the jokers riding around their big fancy pretty cars, all the films got all the money traveling. You know, you see all the hoes, you know, we remember, you know, all the good girls were saying, it was a phrase out there a while ago talking about, you know, hoes is winning. You know, so all the good girls, you know, you see them having they what they call it now, they hot girl summers, they bust down summers. Okay, yeah, you think they having a hot girl summer, okay. What it say, surely you what?
Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
Soon you said that they finna slip real bad. They and the slippery, they on a slippery slope. I know y'all heard that. That's a slippery slope you on. Having your hot girl or something. You're gonna run into one of them hot rods out there, literally. Be on fire. Go ahead.
STD.
Right, that's what I said, that hot rod.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 19. How are they brought into delusion?
Destruction.
Desolation.
Oh, desolate. Yeah, go ahead.
Desolation is the same as ruin, destruction.
Mm-hmm.
How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment.
As in a what?
As in a moment.
As in a moment it can happen to them. So you just understand. You know what I'm saying? You might be seeing them, living it up, feeling like they living the best life. They living their best lives. You know what I'm saying? Having their hot girl summers and, you know what I'm saying? They got all of the prostitutes and all they can on their yachts, and you know what I'm saying? They look like they living their best life. You up there mad, talking about clearly I'll stop selling dope and bang. That's what he said. I should have never gave that pack away. I would have been rich right now. Thinking about everything you gave away. But what the Lord said, in a moment, what?
They are utterly consumed with terror.
They are what?
Utterly consumed with terror.
They are utterly consumed with terrors, man. Keep going.
Verse 20. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise the image, their image.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is just like a dream, like that's gonna go away. That's something that ain't gonna last. It's like everybody done had that dream where you just stuck all the money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stuck all the gold. You think you could wake up and it's all gone. You thought you had it for real, But that's what this is. That's what they in right now. It's something that's a dream, an image that the Lord is gonna despise. He's gonna take it away soon as he get ready. It's gonna be gone in a moment for them. But the people who endure to the end, thus says the Lord, is gonna have the kingdom forever. Give the Most High a hand for that, man. The people who endure to the end gonna have this kingdom, man. You just gotta endure to the end.
It's like Matthew 24:13.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Endure to the end, man. All right, so look, that was, I know we had went backwards a little bit, but we're going back to the Shalom. I just wanted to hit that one up because, like I said, you're gonna die. You ain't gonna have no more time to put the work in. So right now, while you have the opportunity to put the work in, do it with all your might, like Ecclesiastes 9:10 just said. Yeah. Do it with all your might. Be the best at what you're doing, man. Okay? Where is that one? The other scripture. All right, go to Luke 16:10. That's what I was looking for. Luke 16:10, real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna show you why, though, that the Lord is making sure that you go through this time when you give up everything and when you gotta be satisfied and thrive as a young man. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go, you know what I'm saying? You think you coming from being in the world, you was the man in the world, had it all, you was the leader, you was running everything. But then you come in as truth, you gotta start as a young man. You gotta start as a trooper. You gotta start from the bottom. You gotta start all over. You gotta become brand new like a baby again. But it's the reason that the Lord does that, man. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 16, verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful.
Wait. We don't have to, we don't go too fast on that. Because that's heavy, man. We got to see what the Most High is talking about.
Okay. Luke chapter 16, verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful.
Wait, he that is faithful in that which is least. Okay? So if you being like this man, like I said, the general, if you the best general is the best troop. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This woman is gonna make a great wife if she, you know, you in the courtship. You know what I'm saying? You seeing the things that she's doing while she's shedding herself for the world. You see a sister that's giving to the school. You know what I'm saying? That's looking out for, you know what I'm saying? Doing clothing drives, food drives, just being an amazing person, not getting caught up in garbage all on social media. You know what I'm saying? All up in every man's inboxes. You know what I'm saying? Brothers who are, you know, not being, you know, so not on the internet trying to teach as true, but not, you know, fighting in his family every day because you're in the house trying to teach the Bible. You know, you're true, you ain't supposed to be teaching. You're just supposed to be, your teaching to your family is your lifestyle, how you live it. But the Most High got something big for us, man. And that's just on a small scale. Like, he want to see that we can be, what it said, that we can be what?
Faithful in that which is least.
We can be faithful in that which is least. We can be faithful in the small things. We're not having too much, not having the big mansions in the kingdom yet. You know what I'm saying? And all the land that we want. And if you can be faithful over the small things you have, you can take care of your own household. If you can be faithful over your own household, then yes, the Lord will, you know what I'm saying, will give you maybe a small country or something, you know what I'm saying, to rule in the kingdom. But you got to be faithful over your own household, over the small things that you have. You got to treat those things. You got one pair of shoes, treat that one pair of shoes like it's the best pair of shoes on the planet. You keep them clean, you keep them washed. You got one little crib, keep that crib together, make it the best that it can be, keep it the best. Be faithful over the small things that you have. You got an office. I mean, when I came in, I had a little office of flyers. I just wanted to make sure I was the best flyer getter person on the planet. I just made sure I had them all the time, on time, and they was always there. Like, that was my office, the flyers. You know what I'm saying? But I just made sure, like, I had them flyers. I had all of them. That's as many as I can get. You know what I'm saying? Risk my slavery trying to get flyers. You know, I have to get a better way, but they saying risk your slavery for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, all I cared about was being able to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Being honored to do it. You know what I'm saying? So be faithful over the small things. Do great at the small tags that you have. Do it with all your might. I don't care what it is. Whatever order you get from your husband, whatever order you get from an officer, a captain, or anybody in front of you, be faithful over it. Do the best that you can at it. That's about it. Yeah. Be faithful over the small thing. That's what you got to do, man. Keep going.
Is faithful also in much.
In what?
Faithful also in much.
So when you get them big things, you will be able to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You'll know how to handle it. You'll be prepared for it. How you gonna, like I said, how you gonna run, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 households and you can't even run one? How you gonna help somebody else when you can't even help your own self? How you gonna give somebody else orders if you don't even know how to follow orders? Okay? You have to maintain and be faithful over the things that you have. So when you do get other things, those things will be taken care of, those things will be worked out, and it'll be a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That everything will be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Thus says the Lord. That wasn't my word. The Lord said you have to be faithful over the small things that you have. So, so when you get much, that was the Lord, man. It's not me. All right? Be faithful. Is that it on that?
Okay.
All right, let's go to
No, it's not. It's not.
it's not it. Keep going.
And he that is unjust in the least.
Right, okay. He that is what?
Unjust in the least.
If you are unjust in the least, if you can't do the least thing, you can't follow the simplest orders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't follow something. You talking about you want the kingdom, but you can't follow. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Make a Wednesday phone call. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even do that. You can't make a phone call, but you want to be, you want to run a city. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want all these things that you pray to the Lord for. But when he say, okay, let me see, let me give you a test to see if you're prepared for it. But you fail your tests all the time. You know what I'm saying? The names that we get in His truth is of the Lord. His names to live up to. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying? Kodaz, I always took pride in, to know that you're supposed to be, it means a holy weapon, to be set apart, to be a different type of weapon. So I pride myself on not, being different, to be used the gifts that the Most High gave me for good instead of evil. You know what I mean? Because that's why I used to do in the world. The gifts that the Most High gave me, I used to use them to sell dope and to, you know what I'm saying, have sex with whores and, whatever else. But now you use the gifts that you have to, to live up to your name, man. Mm-hmm. That name is something to strive to be, to strive to live up to. All right? And the only way the way that starts is not being slothful. You know what I'm saying? To be diligent and to take care of the small things so you appreciate the great things when they come. All right? You got to do that first. That's the test that the Lord is putting in front of you. Okay? Like I said, to everything that I got, that I'm getting, that I'm learning, I go tell all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is how you can do it. Do this. Hey, go do that. Hey man, if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do it, what does it matter? I'm gonna put it off to tomorrow. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. I'm gonna put it off to tomorrow. Go grab Proverbs 5:28. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it off to tomorrow. No, do it now. You know what I'm saying? Do it now. Don't put it off to tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's laziness, man. That's procrastination. That's a disgusting demon, that procrastination demon, man. But this is thus says the Lord. This is the Lord that's saying this. Yeah.
You said 5 what?
No, I said Proverbs 3:28. You ready? Okay. Let's get it.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 28. Say not unto thy neighbor, go.
Say not what?
Say not unto thy neighbor, go, and come again. And until tomorrow, I will give when thou hast it by thee.
Right. Read that now. Let's read it again. Now you got it.
Say not unto thy neighbor, go, and come again.
Like, say not unto your neighbor, go and come again tomorrow. Don't tell him, man, go come back tomorrow. Why not? When what? Keep going.
When thou hast it by thee.
When you got it. When you can do it today. Don't put it off to tomorrow. Don't say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to take care of it tomorrow. Get it done, man. So you can do something else tomorrow. You have the time to do it today. Don't be lazy. Don't be procrastinating. Do it today. Get it done today so you don't got to worry about doing it tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's slothfulness. That's laziness, man. Grab Proverbs, keep it in Proverbs. Let's go to 14 and 23.
Proverbs 14, chapter 14, verse 23. In all labor there is profit.
In what?
In all labor there is profit.
In all labor there is profit. Putting in work, whatever kind of work you putting in is going to be some profit. But you know that if you putting in work for the Most High, that's the kind of profit that lasts forever. You know, you putting in wicked profit, that profit comes to naught. Keep going.
But the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury.
Tend only to what?
Penury.
Tend only to penury. That's it. You know, and we know since we're talking about being poor, grab penury real quick. P-E-N-U-R-E-Y or something like that.
Yeah.
Grab it. Yeah, go ahead.
Penury, the state of being very poor, extreme poverty.
Read that again.
Penury, the state of being very poor, extreme poverty.
Now, extreme poverty. Now read that again. This is what I'm gonna say if you heard what read that scripture again. This is what I heard when it read. Read that again.
Proverbs 14:23. In all labor there is profit.
In all labor there is profit. But you always know that person who tell you they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Keep going.
But the talk of the lips tendeth only penury.
The talk of the lips is what, McCarthy?
The state of being very poor, extreme poverty.
That's what talk gets you. So when I read that sounds like talk is cheap.
Right.
That's what I hear. Do that sound like talk is cheap to you?
Right.
The talk brings very much poverty and poorness and nothing. That's what talk gets you. Nobody care what you got to say, man. What is you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. All this, you ain't talking about nothing. That talk is nothing, man. Talk is cheap, man. Keep going.
Verse 24. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly.
Right. So now that was it on that one, man. But talk is cheap is what that scripture was saying. Labor is much profit in all labor. You put in some work, you're gonna get some profit up out of it. Even if it's volunteer labor. You know how many jobs, you can get, like you want a good job. Sometimes you can go volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Go volunteer at a location. I remember I used to volunteer at a place at this little YMCA as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Volunteered up there. But I put in so much work when I was able to do the work, I got the job. I didn't even have to apply. Go ahead.
Internship.
Internships, whatever, you know what I mean? You can use your skills, man. Put some work in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, every shot you don't take is missed. All right? You have to apply yourself. You have to try. Stop talking about what you want to do and how you want. Go do it. Go sign up for the classes. All right? You want to be a nurse? It's a worry, but you got kids. There's ways you can do it. Go sign up for the CNA class. You can get a job making a little $16 or whatever. Boom. A couple months while you got that job, go sign up for the LP class. Boom. Now you're an LP. Go sign up for the RN class. You know what I'm saying? You could be making money along the way while you working your way up all the way to $60,000 nursing job. So, but as long as you're sitting around talking about it, it ain't gonna happen. You have to take the steps. The longest journey starts with the first step. You gotta go do it. Stop putting it off to tomorrow. Stop being lazy and slothful, man. Your talk is cheap. It's a whole nother year. It's gonna be 2020, and you still talking about the same goals you had last year. You ain't took one step to do neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, told two of them, my friend, hey, look, man, I can show you, you know what I'm saying, how you can get in the game. I'm learning on the fly. Hey, go get you a bank account. Get you a direct deposit. Do this. This gonna build your credit up. You'll be, before you know it, you can, you know what I mean? But if you ain't gonna, it's a scripture that says, you're supposed to be banging down the doors of the prophets. Of the priest. When you see a wise, you got a wise man, you bang down those doors. You know what I'm saying? To get all the wisdom that you can. My phone is always available for any of my brothers, any of the sisters in school, you know what I'm saying? Call me, any information I got, anything I can help, any job, anything, I'm giving it. And that's, we just gotta stop being slothful, and we gotta do things to better our situations. You know what I'm saying? There's enough brothers and sisters here to put things in order, you know what I'm saying, to have something. To where we can, you know what I mean, have something sustainable for ourselves up here. We can be able to supply all of Minnesota with food, clothing, and shelter. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters were more ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Put in more work, was less slothful. All right? That was it on that, right? All right. Let's see. Let's grab. Huh? Yeah, do that. Grab grab Ephesians 5 and 15 real quick. Ephesians 5 and 15. Damn right, man. Damn right. So no, what was that? No cowards, no excuses. Damn right. Ain't no excuses, man. You know what I'm saying? The generals that laid it out for us, they done told us how we can do it, gave us the keys to do it. All we gotta do, we have to do the work. We have to put the work in. All right? Yeah.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk.
Oh, I gotta get there with you. Somebody. Ephesians 5 and 15. 5 and 15.
Circumspectly.
Yep, circumspectly.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly.
So that's just, just being careful. Okay? Be wise. Be careful in how you know what I'm saying? Be careful in how you move. Okay, keep going.
Not as fools.
Not as what?
Not as fools.
Not as fools. Don't move stupid. Don't move, being careful is more like being very intentional. Okay? Be intentional about the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can do certain things like the moves that you make. Hey, I'm gonna get this bank account. Boom. I'm gonna get direct deposit in this bank account so the bank can see that I got cash flow coming in. Boom. Then I can, get a little credit card, establish me some credit. Boom. Now I can, get a car. Now I'm in the game. Now I can go get a house and start a little business with my house. Like, everything needs to be very intentional. You know what I'm saying? Be very intentional with the move that you make. All right? Especially you got, for your children, for your families, everything, man. You got to be intentional. All the moves that you make got to be for a purpose. Keep going.
But as wise, verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Redeeming the time because the days is evil. We know tomorrow ain't promised. Make the most of your time. That's what that's talking about. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Every day y'all know somebody getting shot down by police, brothers getting shot down in the streets from gang violence, accidents in the street from drunken drivers, whatever the case may be. Redeem the time because the days are evil. Okay? Make the most out of every opportunity that you have. Make the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? I know people always say, it ain't enough hours in a day. But make the most out of the time that you have. Okay? Is that it on that, right? Well, keep going.
Verse 17. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Yeah, we just said it. Don't be unwise. Understand that the Lord has a plan for you, man. That these orders, when somebody tell you be here at this time, them orders coming from the Most High. You don't know who you're gonna run into, what opportunity you missed by being late, by not showing up, by not who you didn't reach, by not completing the order or doing something that you're supposed to do. And them times when you get orders and things, and them times when you don't want to do it, that's when you absolutely do it. That's when you push through even more, because that's Satan trying to make you not do it. Them times you really don't feel like it, you really don't want to, that's when you should do it the most. That's when you should go even harder, because you don't know that can be your test from the Most High to see if you're gonna push through, man, to get the blessing or the thing that He has for you or for the person, or you never know. But if you don't put the work in, if you don't take the steps to become great, you ain't gonna never have nothing, man. All right, keep going. Hold on.
Verse 18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess.
Excess. Don't be that's another thing. Like, you know, like one of the scriptures say, you know, drinking, it might not be expedient, you know, just because it's lawful. Because there's a lot of times where that slackness come in, that slothfulness, that procrastination, because you're sitting around damn drunk. Okay? That's why that's right in the same sentence. To understand, to move wisely, be more wise. Don't be sitting around drunk off wine. Keep going.
But be filled with the Spirit.
Right. Be filled with that spirit of hard work, of putting in work. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I know you got all the faith in the world, but you need to put in some work. All right? Sitting around being drunk is taking away from the work that you can be putting in. It's making you slothful. It's making you lazy. You could be doing more, but you're doing the bare minimum because you would rather be drunk. I understand that we're in hell and we in poverty and we're in want and need of all things. But if you wasn't so damn drunk, who knows the opportunities, like I said, that you have missed. Because you didn't, what it say, because you didn't redeem the time. You're not redeeming the time. You ain't using that time wisely. You're not taking advantage of every opportunity that you have. All right? You want to say something?
No, so I was asking where we were. I found it.
All right. So we can drop that one. Let's get boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, let's get 2 Thessalonians 3 and 6. 2 Thessalonians 3 and 6 now. A lot of time too, you know what I'm saying? I almost forgot about this. A lot of times, you know, some of the reasons that, you know, that we be slothful and stuff, it get, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times too, is because of the people. You know what I'm saying? The people who you hanging around. You know what I'm saying? You surrounding yourself around people who ain't got nothing, who ain't on nothing. So that's who you're comparing yourself to. Like, you know, you're around a lot of hoes, and you be like, well, she had sex with 10 niggas. I only did 5. She the real hoe. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you were around sisters in this truth, you would understand that you are the biggest hoe, because these women ain't our women are virtuous, righteous sisters that don't move disgustingly like that. Talking about, you know, I only slept with three men in 3 months. She slept with 10 men last month. But that's, you know, that's where your standards are. That's who you are gauging yourself with. Go ahead, read that scripture. 3 and 6.
2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 6. Now we commend you, brethren, in the name of our Lord, YAHANNA, that ye withdraw yourselves from whatever brethren that walketh disorderly.
Read that again, man.
That you withdraw.
No, read the whole thing.
Right. Now we commend you, brethren, in the name of our Lord, YAHANNA, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly.
Look, man, when you come into this truth, you know what I'm saying? You ain't the same person you used to be. You know what I'm saying? We tell you, man, bro, Lord be with you, brother. You need to, you know what I'm saying? I hope you, I pray. That's what I say. I pray you get away from them brothers and sisters who you hanging around with. You know what I'm saying? Your aunties and your uncles is hoes and pimps and gangbangers. You need to get away from them. Because they move. How did the scripture just say they move?
They walk in disorderly.
They walk is disorderly, man. All right? Like, I lost my spot. So I'm going to get back with you. 3 and 6. So it said, now I command you, brethren, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, that ye withdraw yourself from the brothers that walketh disorderly. All right? You got to be around brothers. You got to get with brothers in this truth, man. Be around brothers and sisters that's in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to brothers and sisters. You know, the social media, the internet, you know, is connecting people all over the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's who you talk to. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Talk to them sisters. When you go, sisters want to talk, you want to talk to some whore in the world. When you're going through a hard time, when you got a righteous sister, you can probably talk to a brother. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, keep going.
And not after the tradition which he received of us.
Right. He ain't UPK. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't UPK, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we always say, if it ain't UPK, it's halfway gay. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. Like, you know, you got to get away from them people in the world, man. Keep going.
Verse 7. For yourselves know how ye ought to follow us, but we behave not yourselves disorderly among you.
Read that again.
Verse 7. For yourselves know how ye ought to follow us.
Like, you know the truth. You know how you're supposed to carry yourself. You know how you're supposed to carry yourself.
For we behave not ourselves disorderly among you.
Right. You see, you don't see us, you know what I'm saying, on social media being disgusting, doing unlawful things. You know what I'm saying? You don't see us doing that. So that's how you should model yourself after that. You see us doing it, then you know it's the right thing to do. If we ain't doing it, you shouldn't be doing it. Period. That's how you know. If you're not sure, you call your camp leaders and you find out to be sure. So what I'm afraid I like, don't be sure, make sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure.
The time is 8:45.
We don't carry ourselves discussing. We are very, what we like to say in here, we are professional. All right? We have dignity and integrity, and we move very professionally, and that's how we carry ourselves. So that's how you should carry yourself if you calling yourself being a part of us. But if you still hanging around with people in the world, that's who you're going to hang around. When they say birds of a feather flock together. Right. You know what I'm saying? How can you, the scripture say, how can you walk with somebody if you ain't equally yoked? Right. I'm paraphrasing, of course. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 8. Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but.
Right, so neither, you know what I'm saying, we ain't taking nothing from nobody. We ain't out here stealing, eating somebody else's bread and taking it and stealing it from them, or, you know, getting it, getting it the wrong way. Keep going.
But right with labor.
But what?
But right with labor.
We work for it. You see that we work for the things that we get. We ain't out here knocking folks over the head, poisoning the community. We ain't doing none of that. Our women ain't in the strip club on the corner selling pussy. I mean, vagina. Salami. Go ahead.
And travail night and day.
And travail night and day. You see, we work hard and burden. You know what I'm saying? Brothers tired getting up for slavery, mad every day, but we getting up and we doing it. We showing that, you know what I'm saying, that we gonna be faithful over little, like the scriptures say. We gonna be faithful over this little job. You know what I'm saying? You work that, you represent yourself professional in all aspects of life. Not just in the truth, with that over that little job you got. Before you know it, the Lord will bless you with an even better job. You know what I'm saying? Or something, a business to run. Who knows? But you got to show that you're faithful over the small things. All right, keep going.
That we might not be chargeable to any of you.
Right, we don't owe nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? We not a burden on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody charge me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting charged because of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not costing you nothing. You know, we don't move like that. We you know what I'm saying? We do our own, we pay our own way, we look out for one another. Keep going.
From verse 9. not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us.
Right. Not because we can't, you know what I'm saying, live like that and take the handouts or take, you know what I'm saying, or do anything we wanted to anybody. But that's not how we move. That's not UPK. You know what I'm saying? We want to show you and be an example unto you to how to be, you know, a stand-up man, a righteous woman, a virtuous sister, a righteous brother. We lead by example. The same thing that we teach and we talk about other people, we hold ourselves to those same standards, even higher.
Yeah.
All right? Keep going.
Verse 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither shall he eat.
Right. Like right. So we lead by example. You know what I'm saying? We don't just talk or anything like that. We actually have a real brotherhood around here. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers ain't gonna stop you. If you really with us, you really in this truth with us, you know, 10 toes down in this truth, brothers is kill and die for you if necessary. Give you the clothes off their back, give you their last money, whatever. You ain't gonna go hungry or go, you know, homeless and things like that if you really with the truth, if you really serving the Most High. This brotherhood is real, man. But it ain't gonna continue to move like it's supposed to if brothers is slothful, if brothers is lazy, if sisters is slothful, if sisters is lazy. We gotta do everything that we do in the truth with all our might. You know what I'm saying? You see we need things, you see brothers, you know, be innovative. Think about ways to make the truth better. Think about ways you can help the school. Think about ways we can be better. All right? That's what this is all about, man. Not just doing the bare minimum, man. It's about going above and beyond, man, so we can have everything the Lord got coming for us. But we got to put the work in, man. We got to do better. We have to put the work in. All right? We'll finish off with, we still got one more. I think I skipped to it. We'll finish with this. Grab Proverbs 24 real quick. We'll finish off with this. One of the phrase that I had, you know what I'm saying, I heard that I really liked, said that, let's get the scripture first. Go ahead.
Verse 1.
No, I said 24, Proverbs 24 and 30.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30. I went by the field of the slothful.
I went by the what?
By the field of the slothful.
I went by the field of the slothful. You know what I'm saying? We walk these streets every day. You know what I'm saying? We see the homeless people out there. We see the drug dealers. We see the people who, you know what I'm saying, want to take the easy way out. Keep going.
And by the vineyard of the man void of understanding.
Yeah, we see the people that ain't in this truth. They don't got the knowledge of the Most High. We see how they live it. Keep going.
Verse 31. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns.
Right. They out there looking bad. We see them. We walk past them. See their cribs looking disgusting. See they, you know, down looking broke, busted, and disgusted is what we call it. Keep going.
And needles had covered the faces thereof. And the stone wall thereof was broken down.
Right.
Verse 32. Then I saw and considered it well.
And I what?
I saw and considered it well.
So I saw and considered it well, man. I saw what they was going through. You know what I'm saying? I looked and seen the, you know, I observed. and considered like, man, what did they do to end up in this situation? What did they not do to end up in this situation? You consider it, you know what I'm saying? It was a phrase that I like that says, a smart person can learn from their mistakes, but a genius can learn from somebody else's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He walked past that, man. You see these brothers and sisters out here bad. You see that being bogus. You see that they ain't wanting need of all things. And he observed. And he took the lesson in and he saw and he said, what?
I looked upon it and received instructions.
Man, I received the instructions. You know what I'm saying? The instructions is here. This is the instructions. The Lord is telling you what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Your brother is telling you, hey, the least it can be is on the same level. I ain't trying to keep you from getting nothing that I have. I want you to have everything that I got and more. The instruction is there. You want to learn how to, I can give it to you, but it is, are you going to apply it? Keep going.
Verse 33. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber,
a little sleep, a little slumber,
a little folding of the hands to sleep.
Right, a little folding of the hands, just, you know, having that little, you know, drinking, just kicking back. You know what I'm saying? Not putting in no work. Only work you put in is the work you put in for the white man. Keep going.
34. So shall thy property come as one that traveleth, and thy want as an armed man.
You don't get that one. So your poverty is going to come just like that thief come, that armed man, that traveler. You know that armed traveler lurking. That's how your poverty. That's how quick your poverty gonna come. If you don't want to heed to the lessons, to the counsel that you receive from the man above you, if you don't want to use the knowledge that's at your fingertips to become better and great and get to what the Lord has for you, your poverty gonna come like that man that travels with that armed man that travels. All right. So with that, man, I'm gonna say, man, get into these classes, man. Don't be slothful. Take that step to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. That's thus says the Lord, man. Brothers who slothful and lazy, sisters who slothful and lazy, you're going to be in the same position you always been in. It ain't going to get no better. You're going to continue to be begging and looking for handouts. All right? Get into these classes, man. Subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, on YouTube. Go to subscribe to everything I.S.U.P.K. Online classes on Facebook and YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to I.S.U.P.K.com and donate. We're going to get Minnesota donate Cash App soon here. It's going to be the, I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis Cash App, One West Minneapolis, something like that. I'll put it up on the page soon if you want to donate anything to Minneapolis. You know what I mean? And support us down here. Man, put some work in, man. You know, lift up your brothers and sisters. Any information you got to make the next man or the next sister better, do it. You know what I'm saying? Help them out, help yourself out. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shabbarakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Alatham Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. And I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Maccabi.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, my Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. December, we have the Feast of Dedication, which is towards the ending of December. All right? We'll speak more about that in the future. Like, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right? Pray.
With that, Shalom, Israel. Hit that off.